All right, welcome to that Synth Show. Good morning, Synths and Chill Stream. Roland has got some issues with the TR-1000. We'll be talking about that. We'll be checking out some videos that dropped yesterday on Matrix Synth, seeing what's on the go there, checking out a little more on the Endorphins Evil Pet, and we will also be looking into some synthesizer news around the world and what's happening. And we'll be having a good time this afternoon on this beautiful Saturday before we head out and go to some crazy events later tonight. Can't talk about them, but some big things popping, some big events happening tonight, so I got to show up for those, and it's going to be a good time. So yeah, man, there's big things popping with Roland. Welcome to the synth ship, where we're surrounded by these beautiful ladies. You know, we got the Juno X, we got the Hydra Synth Deluxe, we got the PWM Mantis, we got the PWM Malevolent, we got the Kiviak Instruments Wofi, we got the Fred's Lab Manatee, we got the Korg Wave State, the Korg Mod Wave, the Korg Op 6, the Korg Drum Log, the Korg Mini Log XD. We've got the Behringer Mono Poly, the Behringer Model D, the Behringer Neutron, the Behringer RD6, the Behringer Wasp. We've got the beautiful Korg MW248 Insane Mixer, digital plus analog hybrid monster. We got the Arturia Mini Freak, we got the Arturia Drum Log 1984 Cream Dream Edition. We've got the Korg Multi-Poly desktop as well. So good morning. How you doing, Heathcliff? How you doing, T-Bone? What's happening, baby? Yeah, what do you think, T-Bone? I got some lights in the corner here. I got a little I got some different colors, right? I got the green. I got a little bit of red, man, for when we want to get hot and toddy. I got a little purple. I got whatever color that is because I can't see with these glasses. I got a little bright yellow. But today, I'm digging the green today. And I got some lights under the top too. And I also got some lights coming to light up the big old beautiful samurai finger painting on the back done by Sven Nagu, the Filipino finger painting artist who I flew over from the Philippines to design this beautiful artwork you see behind me or to my left. Also just want to show this beautiful jacket I got here. This is from the 60s. My old man, when he passed, my brother had this and he left it. My brother came and visited me here and he brought this jacket for me. So greatly appreciated. Every time I put it on, I summon the old man's energy and let him sometimes speak some wisdom through me. So shout out to JB. Hope you're having a good time upstairs. We'll see you soon. Sipping on some delicious coffee, you know, some medium roast. Stay tuned for Hot Todd Dark Wave coffee. I got that coming. It's in the works. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get any type of sponsor, affiliate, anything like that outside of the electronic music genre per se, so we can keep it pure. You know, we can keep it real. We can keep bringing you the hot take. We won't be bought and paid for, you know? That's how we're doing. So I got the Hot Todd Dark Wave coffee coming. I got the Hot Todd Crystal Energy drink in the works. I got narrowed down to 3 recipes. It will be the fuel. It'll be the drink that fuels the whole electronic music scene all across the globe. It will be in all the festivals, all the concerts, all the shows. People will be drinking Hot Todd Crystal. It'll be the top of the line. So stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for other couple things I got in the works. And that's some minor housekeeping. Shout out to the Maple Syrup Mafia, all the Canadians out there. Shout out to the Iceberg Mafia from the people up in Newfoundland. Shout out to the Layer Cake Mafia, baby. You know, Tony Black, we love you. Shout out to Echo Craft, Hans Volt, Machines One, Harmonic Sonics, Symptoms of Reality, Crazy Rabbit, DJ Wojtek, Tactical MIDI, Rourke, Ayer. Put your hands up in the air. Shout out to all the Synth Renegades. We got some events coming up. I'll be laying those out soon. They'll be a good time. But today we're just going to get into it, man. And I got this pulled up right here. We got the Lighten Upgrade. That's right, T-Bone. Happy belated Halloween for sure. Let me get myself pulled back up here and get my Mac screen loaded up. Let me know if the audio is good, too loud, too low, just right. You know, we're doing this together, man. So I depend on you guys to let me know if my audio's low, audio's good, music too loud. But I think everything's cooking fine. So I was just scrolling across. So the headline, I don't want to step on the headline. The headline today we're going to talk about before we get into just some synths and chill is Roland's having some major issues with their $2,600 drum machine. You know, the TR-1000. This headline right here, Roland TR-1000, a $3,000 drum machine that can't keep time. I'm done. DJ Wojtek did a video. He pulled it down. I went to find it today. I don't know where it went, but yeah, this Roland drum machine is... Yeah, there will be some Samurai electronics coming out as well. There's lots of stuff in the works. If you believe, anything is possible. Anything is possible when you believe. You have two hands, like a me. Go and take whatever you want to take. Shout out to Yoel Romero. Might as well just play that clip right now, actually. But I'll play it after. I'll get sidetracked. Sub-Z, baby. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to everybody. That's what everyone's saying. Everyone's saying my audio these days have been purely upgraded. You know, everybody wants some Juno X. You can get it if you want it. Come get it. Juno X all day. Something doesn't sound right about that. Hold on. Sounds all right. Yeah, so this Roland drum machine, we got a guy at a show here with the TR-1000 and having a total nightmare on stage. He's having an absolute friggin' nightmare on stage here. He's playing in front of a huge show, put in all the work, announced it, probably got a merch table set up, looking good with the beanie, okay? And the male DJs seem to wear these long sleeve t-shirts. I think it's because they don't do bicep curls. I've never seen a DJ with big biceps, ever. Don't know why, but I don't know why you just wouldn't have a set of 25, 35, 45, 55 pound dumbbells in the studio with you. Do a few curls, man. You know? But anyways, I officially opened and returned my TR-1000. I did everything. Cables, MIDI routing, DAW sync settings, and even the firmware update of the V1.11. Still the same damn nightmare. Around 60 milliseconds of delay, constant jitter, and a ridiculous drunk start. Every time you hit play. I wanted to love this machine. I really did. But it's completely unreliable for a professional use. And almost at $3,000 after taxes, he's either Australian or Canadian or European. That's just unacceptable. I even had to pull it mid-show and switch back to my TR-8S, which is funny because they went and told you guys the TR-8S is just amateur. TR-8S is for amateurs now, okay? If you got a TR-8S, that's a light, bright amateur toy. The TR-1000 is professional. It's made for pros. They did freaking every single Synth Mafia video on the TR-1000. It was like watching a Roxanne song. They said Roxanne. I think they said professional more than they said Roxanne in that song. Roxanne. And then all I hear is professional, pro. And you get this pro thing and it doesn't work, which is hilarious. Okay? So they went and told you the TR-8S is a light, bright amateur box if you got that. We made this for professionals. We made it for professional musicians. So all these cats got all gassed up, trusted the company, and what they do, they went out there, they picked themselves up a $3,000 TR-8S, okay? A glorified 808 909, you know. I don't want to say it because I don't like using that term. I'm not going to say it. But anyways, I actually like it. I like the looks of it. Think it sounds cool, but I've never thought it was anything special. I thought it was a gimmick big time. And this cat here had to pull it mid-show and go back to his TR-8S just to keep the set alive, just to save himself. This guy's an electronic marine, okay? Adapt and overcome. He figured it out. He got it working. He sorted it out. Thank God. I told my Sweetwater rep this. If this isn't fixed by the end of the day today, it's going back. I'll rebuy the TR-1000 the second Roland releases a fix. Bro, listen, you got synth Stockholm syndrome, okay? They just went and screwed up your whole life, ruined your show, almost made you look like a total tool on stage, and you're still gonna go back to your abuser. I told Sweetwater, if it ain't fixed by the end of the day, I'll rebuy it. This thing is nothing more than a very expensive decoration piece. Anyone else dealing with the same delay, jitter, hell, even after this update? Yeah, fact is, people are. I've scoured all the forums. Everybody's freaking out about it. Everybody's pissed off about it. And everybody can't believe it. Synth Session Saturday, that's right, dripped up. He sounds like a clown, maybe likes drama on stage. Nah, dude, Lee Mitchell, listen, go look on the forums. Everybody's having sync issues. And I got one trusted source who I know who has it, and he told me, yeah, it's a sync issues piece of crap. And the cherry on top, Roland themselves reposted a clip from Kin Kyuyuki's ADE set, proudly showing the TR-1000 sitting there like a trophy. All the faders were down at 0. Then in the next cut, he's clearly playing a TR-8S instead. They pulled the double super truffle, okay? The friggin' 3-card synth Monty they hit you with. They're promoting the video as if it proves how great the TR-1000 is. But anyone can paying attention can see it's a prop. They had all the sliders at 0, and the bro had the TR-8S light bright next to him, rolling with that. Can you believe it? That's when I realized it's not just me. Even the pros don't trust it live. So that's hilarious. They marketed it for the pros, which was a huge mistake. They should have dropped the price and sold it to the bros. You know, they should have just made this is an epic drum machine for everybody. It's not just for pros. They went the classic old school route of friggin' elitist mentality, and now you got a bunch of pros who dropped $3,000 on this thing, but it probably don't matter because it's a tax write-off, because if any of these pros got any sense, they got a friggin' business started, an LLC, a sole proprietorship, or above, and they're writing the drum machine off anyway, so that's friggin' hilarious right there. And that's just one. They got a video posted here. I'm going to pop it up, see what it is. I didn't even look at this. So here we go. This is the scam. Look at this. Let me see, get this on a big screen. Here we go. This is friggin', oops. Here it is. Pause. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I have one order, arrives next week. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah. Well, guess what, Lee Mitchell? We'll use you as the test subject. Once you get it, come back and let us know if that's sync issues. So then we'll have verified proof, because we always want it Renegade certified. We like to have a Synth Renegade out there. Lee Mitchell, you're one of the greatest Synth Renegades of all time. We would like to have a Synth Renegade certified approach. DJ Wojtek is a certified Synth Renegade. He said sync issues. Now, is it a firmware thing? Probably. Lee Mitchell, when you get yours next week, please report back. Send me an email at synthsamuraiproductions@gmail.com and let us know if this sync issue started. But if we look at the video here, let me just move this chat so everybody can see it. Here we have, I don't know if you can see my mouse or not. Here we have the TR-1000. Let me hit the volume too. Leroy, turn the music off. So here we got the TR-1000 right here. Then below, he's hiding the TR-8S. It's hidden, but you can tell by the light bright features of the TR-8S. Now, he's playing a set and making you think that it's the TR-8S. It's just a prop. Look at this, Roland, at Roland Global. Roland TR-1000 rhythm creator, Kinuyuki. Kinuyuki behind the decks at Shelter Amsterdam, showing the crowd the energy. So it's not really deceitful because they're not really saying that he's using it. I guess they're just saying it's there. But if we look, every single fader is down on the TR-8S. All the faders are up on the, every single fader is down on the TR-1000. You know why? Because you can't trust it in a live set. It's got sync issues, clock issues, timing issues. You cannot trust this if you're a pro. That's what's hilarious. You know what that's called? That's called karma. And down here, so let's watch for a sec. Look. You can even see that the timing is slightly off from the TR, because he's got them clocked, but he's got all the faders down. I mean, most people in this crowd wouldn't friggin' know if there was a friggin' millisecond delay anyways, let's be honest. I mean, there might be one audio file in this crowd they wouldn't know, but friggin' Kanuki knows. Look, all down. See? Every single fader is on 0. He's using the TR-8S for the drums, and Roland is pretending that it's the... not pretending, I shouldn't say. Roland is, as we can see in the friggin' quote here, you can't see it here, let me switch screens again. But right here, you can see it says Roland TR-1000 Rhythm Creator, and then got Kanuki Yuki. All right? So Kanuki Yuki has got the TR-1000 right here. All the faders are down. And then below that, he's using the TR-8S. Because guess what? The dirty little secret is the TR-8S is a professional drum machine. It's friggin' a fair price that everybody out there can probably afford. This is a joke. The TR-1000 is a friggin' joke. It's the biggest joke right now in all the electronic music community. And thank God there's some people coming out and pulling up the curtain on this thing. Because the fact of the matter is, if you pay $3,000 for a damn drum machine and they send it to you and it doesn't work, from a giant company like Roland, a massive corporation, and they can't even get their freaking clock and sync issues sorted out when they're making people buy it for $3,000 and they're calling it a professional drum machine, I think that's baloney, dude. Mega baloney. All people owning it love it. Nah, they don't. They love the sound. I'm not saying it doesn't sound good. I'm not saying it doesn't work good for sampling in and the 808s and the drum kits. And if you're sitting there by yourself and you're using the drum machine, lying on your bed like Buddy in his pajamas playing it. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying it has clocking, syncing, timing issues. So if you're a professional musician and it was marketed to professional musicians, then this thing is a hunk of junk at the moment. So you can love it all you want, but you can't deny that it's got a major, major issue for professionals who perform live. What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? It is true. What do you mean if it's true? It is true. Yeah, what's up, Carl Bedford? Sorry, man, I'm amped up here, man. It just riles me up when, like, I'm showing direct proof. I'm showing direct evidence. I've scoured the forum. There's nothing worse than when someone's like, really? Are you sure? Can't be. Listen, trust me. I did my research. I looked it up. I've scoured the forums. I went over everything. I'm not going to scroll through like hours and hours of text just to satiate your untrustworthiness for my research. I'm telling you right now, I researched it. The Roland TR-1000 has clocking and syncing issues, timing issues. It's a professional nightmare if you're performing live. If you got it in your studio and you're just whacking around some 808s and some drum kits, you're sampling in and out, you think it's amazing. You go take it on stage and try to sync it up with all your gear, you're going to look like a fool. And everybody knows it. And Kanuki Yuki knows it too. So trust me when I tell you, I looked into it. See explanation of first pose of gear space. You see it. All right, let's put the music back on. I spent $30 on a pedal, I expect it to work. $3K, it better work. Gulf Coast Fortiman. Exactly. Exactly. You know? You got the friggin' tone verk out there. That doesn't work either. DIN MIDI, what? I'm not saying it won't be fixed. Okay, guess what? It might even be fixed right now. It might be fixed this minute. Maybe they fixed it. But the problem is tons of people bought it for $3,000, went out there to perform live with it, and it didn't clock up, it didn't sync, and it had timing issues. So what are you trying to say? I'm saying that's bull. Crappy. If Synth Samurai says it's true, it's true. Exactly. Frederick, you know the deal? People think that's crazy to say, but I'm just saying, trust me. I trust you. Why don't you trust me? Okay? Yeah, I joke around. Yeah, I fool around. Yeah, I exaggerate. Yeah, you know, sometimes I like to have a good time. Refill my coffee here, you know? Sometimes I get amped up. You know what? Just trust me. Trust me when I tell you. I did the research. I looked into it. I talked to people. And it might be fixed today. If someone in the chat could tell me. Are the faders always active? Or do they engage at null? I don't know. But we got the Roland video here where the cat's pretending to play the TR-1000. Okay? All faders down. And then we've got him playing the TR-8S. And then we got the cat right back here. Hold on. Then we got the cat right back here who went and did a live show and it didn't work. Let's see. Let's read some comments. Let's check it out. This is a lesson everyone needs to internalize. Don't buy a new synth if you're not willing to pay early adopter tax, aka bugs. The new thing isn't going to make your music better, so you don't need it right now. So basically Joke Saunders is telling you, suck an egg, bro. Next, early adopter bugs shouldn't be a thing anyway, but they definitely shouldn't be related to effing timekeeping on a drum synth. Yeah, okay, so man, I mean, isn't the main point of a drummer or a drum synth to be in time? Like, isn't that like the quarterback of your setup is your drummer? Your drummer, you need your drummer to keep time. So wouldn't the first thing that Roland does when they're ready to roll out their time box is make sure it's in time? And then you get it and you go perform live and it's not in time? I mean, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe that's a crazy take. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's a crazy take. Maybe that's a crazy take. See post 3362 of gear space of T-1100 thread. All right, I'm gonna check that in a minute. Hey, can you just, machines, can you post the link to that so I can just click it? I'm not scrolling through 336,000 pages of TR-1000 glaze. Can't do it today, man. I just can't. I apologize. Someone go look up page 3000. Hold on now. Can someone go find page 3362 of gear space and get me that thread so we can figure it out. Isham Solaris. Or Isham, just tell us so I can just read it. You tell me. Tone Verk. Tone Verk is for tone jerks. How many units come out with 0 issues? How many units come out with 0 issues? There's only one issue that should never come out on a drum machine. It's timing. Okay? If the drum machine's 250 bucks, fine. If it's 300 bucks, fine. If it's 800 bucks, I mean, come on, man. If it's $3,000 and you're telling everybody it's for pros and you're Roland, listen, Electron can roll out the Tone Verk full of bugs and allow people to pay $1,600 to be a beta tester. That's fine. Teenage Engineering can give you a $2,000 freaking OPXY and you pay $2,000 to be a beta tester. That's fine. But Roland's a gigantic multi-million-dollar corporation. You shouldn't pay $3,000 to be a beta tester for the one main point of your drum machine is for it to be in time. So that's just my opinion. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think it makes sense. I've done some research into overstuffing the look of unicorn, and I'm still over here stuffing it. It's time to get sticky, ninjas. Sure, man. I don't even know what that means. What's up, Hans Volt? Hans Volt, what do you think, dude? If you buy a drum machine, is the most important part of the drum machine that it's in time or that it sounds good? I think you want it in time more than anything. That's just me, but I ain't no drummer. Maybe Echo Craft can enlighten us. He's a drummer. You know, if I'm in a band and I got a drummer and he's not in time, I'm going to be like, bro, what are you doing? You got to be in time. You got to be in time, dude. All right, so let's keep reading. I don't understand. This is exactly the point probably here. I don't even need to read a whole comment. I can understand the whole paragraph from the first 3 words. I don't understand why people still defend it by arguing that they were among the first buyers. Why can't I simply expect something like functionality from a high-end $3,000 drum machine? In this price segment in particular, it is even more likely that it will be used by established musicians. Exactly. They marketed it to the pros. They said pro 18 gazillion times in every single video. It's like that was the word. It was like when you watch CNN or Fox News or MSNBC and you can change the channel and they're all saying the exact same keywords and talking points. You can overlap them and it's identical. And then you got the talking point for the Roland. There was 2 talking points. Vintage analog, 3. Vintage analog, 45 years, and professional. That was the 3 points that they just hammered nonstop. But professional more than anything, because they wanted all the pros to go out and buy it for 3,000 bucks. And they wanted all the bros to go buy it thinking that they would get to sound like a pro. And it worked. What else are the boys saying here? Direct Buffett. Look at the boys. This is the boys at the concert. When the dude's drum machine goes out of time. Look, Kanuki Yuki's cousin's like, oh my God, Kanuki. Do not turn up the faders on the TR-1000. It's out of time. All right. It's 50-50 whether they are impressed or disappointed. Yeah, 50-50, whatever. And this guy here, top 1% commenter, Mellow Hamster. So you can figure that one out. Dude, doesn't understand time zones or the development of quality assurance process. I will make the manufacturer fix the product by making impossible demands to people who work at the music shop that's 10,000 blah, 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 blah. Yeah, dude, Sweetwater would have to reach out to Roland US, who would have to duplicate the behavior forwarded to Japan, who have to duplicate the behavior, etc. Instead of throwing a nuclear level hissy fit, maybe just give the company time to resolve the problem. Also, don't buy tech products on the first day. I guess that's a good rule. Don't buy tech products on the first day. How about this? Don't release a product for $3,000 that doesn't work. How about that? That's a friggin', how's that for a thought? I'm curious if you are having these problems using it as the master clock, or this is obviously a sync problem when using MIDI clock. So, is it MIDI over USB? I'd like to hear more about this setup. Yeah, everyone jumped to conclusions. Meanwhile, we don't even know how the guy was running it. Not saying it's his fault, but maybe the TR-1000, maybe it's not. No way to know for sure. There's loads of people who have the problem. So I don't know if it was MIDI dink, MIDI clock, MIDI in, MIDI out, MIDI sync, master clock, you know? Deep dive into menu, clicking a switch, flicking something else. Because we all know that Roland's got the most brutal memory, or menu diving. They got the most brutal screens. They sound amazing, okay? But nobody's going to tell me these 1980 graphing calculator screens are the standard these days. You got the Evil Twin, which is a boutique company out there with a better screen on it than the friggin' Juno X. How does that work? Someone please let me know. MIDI is like essential brain function. Yeah. Who else we got in the chat here? DJ Wojtek. There is an option called track sync. You need to have it changed to fix the issue. Like 75% is... All right, perfect. DJ Wojtek, why did you pull down your video, bro? I was going to play it today. I went to your freaking channel and you had the video pulled down. Or maybe I'm crazy, but is your video pulled down? I was going to play it because I loved it. So Tactical MIDI, or DJ Wojtek owns the drum machine, certified renegade. Let me move this over so I can see exactly what he says. There is an option called track sync. You have to change it to layer gen, then it fixed the issue like 75%. It's still not perfect. Issue is only in slave mode, but still. Exactly. 75%. Where I come from, where I grew up, if I went to school, if I came home with 75% on a test, you know what happened? You don't know, you don't want to know what happened. 75% is considered an F, okay? That's why when you get into the real deal scenarios, why do you think they tell you 75% is a fail? Is pass. If you get under 70, and all these people think like, oh man, 50%'s good enough. No man, 75% sucks too. It means you didn't know 25% of the information, okay? If the machine works 75% of the time, that means 25% of the time it doesn't work. That means 1/4 of the time it doesn't work. That means 1/4 of the functions don't work. That's brutal. If the master, not the slave, there's zero issues. Yeah. You know what? If you buy this thing, you're a slave. How about that? As a master, it syncs perfectly. Good. What about as a slave? Why doesn't it sync as a slave? Or whatever you're talking about. That's like, hey man, I got a car. 3 of the wheels work perfectly. The left rear wheel's always flat and wobbly. But what are you complaining about? You bought a freaking brand new Honda Civic. 3 of the wheels work fine, man. Why are you complaining that the back left wheel is wobbly? 75% of your wheels work great. Just don't turn left, always turn right. Always take right turns, man. Why are you complaining about 25% of your wheels not working? You're just throwing a hissy fit. Your logic is whack. Absolutely friggin' whack. That's whack logic. It's crazy logic. It's dumb logic, man. No offense, but that's the stupidest logic I ever heard, is that 75% of the time it's great. 3 wheels on a car is fine, man. Who cares about the 4th wheel? You got 3 wheels, why are you complaining? Just don't take left turns, man. Always turn right. Alright, fix my camera here. Roland turned off my camera. Great. How tight will I fix this little camera issue? Going hard on roll, my camera turns off. Great. Gotta get a new phone anyway. Alright, I think we're back in business. But yeah, I don't know, man. That logic to me is whack. I don't know. You guys can have that logic. You guys can be happy with a $3,000 drum machine that works 75% of the time and doesn't work in one mode but works in the other. So therefore you can only use it in a certain mode. But that's, you know, come on, that's the price you pay to be a professional, right? Yeah. $3,000 is the price you pay, man. Don't you know that you don't need it to work 25% of the time? 75% is fine, man. You're a pro. Just figure it out. Just don't use those functions, man. Come on, man. You're just complaining, man. What's bro saying? Joshua Wood. Timing should be fixed by the time it finally ships. Joshua Wood, bro. I 100% agree. All we're asking as the consumer is, if you're a boutique company and you're going to support this small company because, you know, you want them to grow and you want them to build and they need to get the product to you before it's all done so they can cover the cost of everything to happen pre-shipping the product. Maybe they got to send it to you early, like the Redshift, what's that one called? Whatever that one's called, the Redshift that came out and half the function didn't work. ToneVerk comes out, undo button doesn't work, doesn't MIDI clock, doesn't MIDI sync. But you know what? You're an Electron fanboy, so you're going to support the company because they're small and you want to be there and you want to be there at the beginning. But listen, man, Roland, Yamaha, Moog, Sequential, Oberheim, those companies in particular, you should never get a product show up at your door that doesn't work. And only works 75%, and you're just expected to hold tight till they fix it. These are multi-million-dollar companies. You know what it is? They should be ashamed of themselves, actually. They should be friggin' ashamed of themselves. The drums and the bass are the rhythm section of the music. Yeah, it's pretty important. Pretty friggin' important. Anyways, that's enough. That's enough smoke and rolling for today. Who do we got here? Carl Bedford. $3,000. It should be tight AF. Roland better sort this out. Carl Bedford, you're an absolute legend. Certified renegade, my brother. And 100%. You don't sort it out by saying, hey man, just don't use it in slave mode. Okay? Just don't do that. You don't sort it out by saying, hey, you peasants. 75% is good enough. How dare you ask this to work 100% of its features and functionality on day one when you paid $3,000? You know? I know you skipped that vacation all-inclusive to Cabo with the missus to buy this drum machine, and now you've been sleeping on the couch for 2 weeks because she's pissed. But dude, just be happy with 75%, will you? Come on. You ungrateful peasant. Yeah. Also, when the Tempest came out, it had not MIDI sync in. Yeah. Stupid. Stupid. It's only been yeah, I mean, Roland's only been a company for how long? I mean, surely they've got thousands of products. So guess what? If someone screwed up, fire them. You know what I mean? What you really need to be pro. Exactly. Do you want... Okay, let me show you this video right now. Watch this. I'm gonna freaking pull up the curtain on this madness for one quick second, because I gotta show you this. Oh, gross. Nail clippers? Don't need them. We're gonna check out the LM drum. I got that loaded up. I got a cool video from Hans Volt. I got another cool video, if this ad skips here for a sec. I got another cool video on the Endorphins, Evil Twin. But I want to show you this for a second. I got some videos from Matrix Synth. I got some news. So let me pull this up real quick here. Watch this. You want to see something? Anderton's TR. Oh. You want to see something? Watch this. What's DJ Wojtek saying? I always love DJ Wojtek with the hot takes. I'll still take the TR-1000 over any other machine. Yeah. Fair enough. I'm not hating on anyone for saying I love the TR-1000. I'm not hating on anybody who bought it. I'm saying that it's an absolute atrocity that you buy a box that's supposed to be in... The main point is for it to be in time above all else because it's your drum machine, and it isn't in certain modes, okay? I think that's crazy. Watch this. This is Anderton's Jack. Amazing. Turn my music off because if you want to see a talking point, I'm going to show it to you right here. I think this is the one. Okay. Now, you remember that game, that drinking game where you played a song Roxanne, and every time the police say Roxanne, you take a drink, right? Now watch this. Let me switch screens so we can get in close. Shout out to Anderton's Synth and Keys and Tech. Great channel, great show. Watch this. Now just listen for how many times they use the word pro.
Welcome, Nick.
Another
Come
ad.
on in.
Don't be rude.
Don't be rude.
Say good morning to Neen.
Good morning.
25, we wanted...
Here we go.
Hello, welcome to Anderton's TV. My name is Jack Duxbury, Oz Pals, behind that very camera. And our good friend and legend, Andy Pimblot's in the house.
Hello, good to see you.
Mate.
This is an exciting day.
Yeah, I had no idea you were bringing anything new.
Okay.
I thought maybe, I had no idea. I've just been speculating on to what's underneath this sheath.
Yeah, Roland has made a lot of famous products in the past. Some of the most famous ones being the TR-808 and TR-909 drum machines, which helped define sort of electronic music, hip-hop, dance culture, everything like that. And those are very much professional instruments made for the pros.
Okay, hear that? 5 seconds in, he used the word twice. Watch this. I gotta go back. Watch, listen. I'm not gonna keep stopping it. Let's just listen.
Like that. And those are very much professional instruments made for the pros of their time and their needs like that. So in 2025, we wanted to do something that was for today's professionals and create something that's a tool for them. So I really want to show you the Roland TR-1000.
It looks absolutely
Gorgeous, amazing. I mean, listen, I think it looks nuts. I want it. It looks amazing. It looks sick. We're not talking about how sexy it is, okay? And we're not talking about if it sounds good.
What is this?
Dense. So this is a brand new drum machine, 2025 for today's professionals. There's loads of stuff that it does, which is amazing.
Are we strapping in for a big one?
Yeah, we're going to strap in and go for some
Did
stuff.
not see that coming.
Whenever we do something with the TR name, obviously, you know, one of the big questions that we get from a lot of people is like, is this an analog drum machine? And in this case, I'm very happy to say, yes, this is an analog drum machine.
Oh, come on.
But that's really just the tip of the iceberg of everything that it can do. But I think we should...
That's a big old deal, isn't it?
It is. So this is Roland's first drum machine to feature analog circuits in over 40 years. So everyone's awake now, aren't they? That's good.
They're in the forums.
So this features a good selection of voices from the TR-808 and TR-909 in analog for 2025. I think we should probably have
Shall we listen?
a bit of a listen. Let's build a little pattern going here.
It's chunky, isn't it?
I mean, we're a minute and 58 seconds into this video. We'll chop out 20 seconds for the okay, the Seinfeld intro. So we're a minute and 30 into the video. He said pro 6 times. So what's a minute? What's a minute and 30 divided by 6, right? Every 20 seconds he's saying pro.
Yeah, Ozzy's cranking it up.
Hey, appreciate that, Carl Bedford. Absolute legend, bro. Thanks, man. I'll get a coffee later on, dude. I appreciate it, Carl Bedford. Absolute friggin' legend. If I get over to the UK, bro, or over to Super Booth next year, which I'm going to try and do, me and Carl are going to go for a beer. And, bro, if you still got your boxing gloves, I wouldn't mind doing a few rounds of sparring just to friggin', you know, iron sharpens iron, man. Just to get back into the groove, you know, some light sparring, just friggin', you know, like back in the day when the martial artists used to travel to different dojos and, like, you know, we exchange skills. So if you're up for that, Carl, let me know, man. I'm gonna try to get Super Booth in May. I got to talk to the accountant and see if we got the funds.
This is so up your street, right?
It is. So
You've been talking about this. We've been dreaming about this for years now.
exactly. So this is amazing, and we also, you know, in all fairness as well, we also have an analog TR-909. So let's have a listen to this one.
Okay. I'm getting an idea of what's going on there. What's going on here?
So TR-1000. So this has been years in development, and we've done an awful lot of consulting with professional artists, professional producers, people who are at the top of their game in the music industry, and find out, you know, if we were making a professional drum machine in 2025, what is it that they're looking for? And one of the things that we, you know, that obviously consistently comes up is people love those analog sounds from Roland, the TR-808 and TR-909. So we wanted to bring those back, but we wanted to bring them back in a way that is complementary to the way that people work nowadays. We're sort of very keen to say that this is not a reissue of the TR-808 and TR-909. There's a few little changes which we'll talk about, but it's kind of like it's...
I mean, is it just me? Or is it crazy how many times he says the word pro and professional? This literally could be the new drinking game that overtakes Roxanne as the global standard for university students who want a drinking game and they forgot a deck of cards. Pull up this beautiful video by Andertons and Jack. I love the channel. And pull up the Roland the TR-1000 drinking game, okay? You'll be smashed. Look, we're only I skipped ahead. 4 minutes in, and the word pro or professional has been used. I think my count, we're up to about 14 or 15 times. Shout out to Echo Craft, man. Cheers, Echo. You're the man, bro. I didn't even know you donated. Did you donate something? I don't see no donation in there. Oh, crap. Here we go. Echo Craft. Behringer Drum all day. Here we go. Yeah, thank you, Echo. Appreciate it, my boy. I'll pick the missus up a small coffee with that donation.
bringing those sounds back in a meaningful way.
Which one of you broke boys is going to be the first one to give me a C note? Which one of you broke boys is going to be the first one to give me $100, huh? Do I got to get up here and start begging people? Do I got to eat a Twinkie on camera? Okay? Do I got to put on a bra? What do I got to do to get $100 around here?
That they can use in their modern workflows, and then there's lots of extra great features that sort of complement that. Part of the reason that we're not saying that there are reissues because not every single sound from the 808 and 909 are there. Because we have full analog boards in there, and there's a finite amount of space and things. So we're focusing on the kicks, the snares, the claps, the core, most in demand.
All right, anyways, 4 minutes, 30 seconds in, he said pro professional 26 times. So then we go to the fact of what I just covered 10 minutes ago, which is the fact that this guy went and played a live show. And for anyone who just showed up, I did everything. Cables, MIDI routing, didn't sync, firmware update, 1.11, still nightmare. It's got 60 milliseconds of delay, constant jitter, ridiculous drunk start. I wanted to love it, but I can't. I sent it back. I just can't believe that I paid $3,000 for a drum machine that doesn't stay in time. So that's that. So let's get off the Roland kick for a minute and jump on over here to Matrix Synth. Let me reload it because these videos update so often. Let me get back to my main stage. Hit my music for a minute. Atta boy, I hate to say it, but I don't want to make people cancel their TR-1000 order, but why not friggin' cancel it until you 100% know that it's got good timing issues? So why don't we go to another alternative? If you're wondering right now, should I go and pay $3,000 for a TR-8S? You know what? Why don't you just go pay $399 for a Behringer LM Drum? Okay, it's got a lot of the same features. In my opinion, it sounds better, looks better, and let's get a little. Can it do crunch? Let's check it out. Because a lot of people were saying, especially DJ Wojtek, he said that he didn't feel like the LM Drum had enough high end. And we went and looked into it. Tactical MIDI did some deep research, okay? He's a part of the Synthesizer Intelligence Agency. He went and did some deep research, always researching, and he found out what the issue was. It's such a perfect recreation of the original Lindrum that it's actually made to not really go as high as you want it to go. But let's check this video out. This is from one of the legends called Snolan 1990. All right, we'll throw his video in the chat. Shout out to Banana Rider 69, man. One of the most legendary synth renegades of all time. Appreciate that, bro. Now me and the missus, we've just acquired enough funds for a large coffee, a small coffee, and half of an Italian sub with mayo, oil, vinegar, and 2 cups of ketchup to dip the butt ends in when we eat all the meat. Appreciate it, Banana Rider. Carl Bedford and Echo Craft, Banana Rider. Appreciate you. If I missed anyone, sorry. So we got Dusty Rhodes saying a little behind, but the had the TR-1000 for 4 weeks. If you run TR as master, 0 timing issues, you slave it, you need a standalone clock. Exactly, Mando, baby. But you should be able to do both, right? For $3,000 bucks. When I got to hear the word pro 26 times in 4 minutes and then pay $3,000 and I can only clock it in master, not slave, because guess what? I don't use my drum machine as the master. My drum machine is my slave to the Op6 because the Op6 is the lord of sonic possibilities. So that wouldn't work for me at all. Who slaves the drum machine? I slave my drum machine. My Op6 is my master clock, and that slaves my drum machine because that's the way I do it. So if I bought a TR-1000, and maybe you might want to have a different drum machine as your clock and have the TR-1000 as the slave because you're using some other things. You're using a bunch of samples in there instead of actual, and then you're powering it with a master drum for all your other sounds, you know? I mean, If I had the LM drum and the TR-1000, TR-1000 would be the slave because Behringer's got the master clock.
Just how durable are big idea design pens? This durable. Now you're probably thinking that the EDC bolt action.
I don't need a pen. That's the kind of ads they gotta, you know what? This is the kind of ads. They got me so typed in that they're trying to sell me a pen, okay? And they know the only way I'm gonna buy a pen is if some dude in a friggin' three-piece suit shoots the pen with a friggin' crossbow, okay? That's how these ads are marketed to me. They're like, how are we gonna get Synth Samurai to buy a pen? How are we gonna get the Renegades to buy a pen? I got an idea. AI a dude in a three-piece suit blowing the pen to smithereens with a crossbow. That's the ads I get. The thing is, most channels will never ever come out and even talk about this. I mean, all the Synth Renegade channels will talk about it, but most of like the big channels won't even dare tell you that Roland may have a clock issue or a timing issue. They won't do it, right? They won't do it because they're the slaves and Roland's the master. Do you understand how that works? They're the slaves and Roland's the master. They want a TR-1000 for free. So they will not dare tell you, okay, that there is clocking issues with this thing. And I can guarantee you right now, every member of the Synth Mafia who got a TR-1000 in the mail and they got signed up to do a shill demo for you, they all knew it had clocking issues. 100% they knew. Guaranteed they knew. Maybe a couple of them did it, but even if they did know, they'd never tell you because they're the slaves. Roland's the master, okay? In my world, I'm the master. Roland's the slave. So I'm telling you right now, it's got issues. Don't buy it yet until it works. It's a cover-up, man. So you see the issue here? You got different on the snare drum and the bass drum for the same sample. You got a different sound coming in. I'm not exactly sure why that happens. Maybe Tactical MIDI, if you don't mind, explain that in the chat to everybody because you've done the deep research. And listen, everybody thinks I'm hating on Roland. Are you crazy? I'm not hating on Roland at all. I'm hating on a product that got rolled out that doesn't work. I got a Juno X right here. All right, I got a Roland Juno X right here. I love Roland. I love the Juno X. Absolutely friggin' love it. But just because I own a Juno X doesn't mean that I'm going to come out here and try to pretend that buying a drum machine for $3,000 and having it only work 75% is acceptable. And I'm not going to come out here and pretend that all the shills who got sent one of these damn things for free didn't know that there was an issue when they tried to force you to buy it, okay? With their hot glaze, okay? Their artificial aspartame-laden glaze, all right? So it is a cover-up. It's baloney. Everybody should go to every synthfluencer who did a TR-1000 video and write in the chat, Thanks for telling me about the clock sync issue. Now I have a friggin' $3,000 Chrome box here that only works 75%. Nice, appreciate it. Thanks for letting me sleep on the couch for 3 weeks when I had to buy this drum machine because I was all gassed up from your video and you didn't tell me that it didn't work. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Thanks. Exactly. All right. So that's the deal. It's different sounds is what it is. Go check the video out on your own time. So if Roland expects us to sit down for a glaze demo and hear the word pro or professional 26 times in the span of 4 minutes, all right? Which is what, every 5 seconds we're hearing the word pro. If they're going to do that and they're putting themselves out there as the highest standard of quality, and then you buy a $3,000 drum machine and it can't clock in certain modes, why can't we come out and say it? Then you got people in the chat being like, man, just be happy with it. Stop complaining. You should have known that if you bought something when it was in a store that it's not going to work all the time. I don't know about that, dude. I don't know many other things. It's only friggin' seems like the electronic music scene when you get a product that don't work. That's crazy to me. If I bought a washing machine on day one when it was in the store, and I brought it home and all my clothes shrunk up, and I had to go get freaking genetically modified and turn into a midget to wear it, I'd be like, what? All right, this video is by Hans Volt. We've got, it's a cool video, man. So the Bro Synth Network lore, anybody who doesn't know the story of the Bro Synth and the Bro Synth Network, it was an era in time in the synth community when there was a war between the Pro Synth Network and the Bro Synth Network, okay? There was a battle raging between the bros and the pros. And all that culminated to a wonderful moment at an international synth symposium hosted by Symptoms of Reality. Go check it out on their channel, where myself and the English gentleman Robbie from Pro Synth Network sat down. We hashed out our differences man to man, okay? The bros and the pros, and we came to an understanding and agreement that, you know what, out of respect for him, the Bro Synth Network will go into synth lore. The troops will head back to camp, have a couple pints of beer, chill out, you know, hit the pub, and we'll relax on it until someday if it's ever needed again. And let's pray to God that it isn't needed again. Okay, let's pray to the good Lord. So that's where Bro Synth Network came from, and now it's just a piece of history. It's a piece of synth culture. It's out there. But a lot of times people still talk about it, still bring it up. People still buy t-shirts with it. People still like to represent it because it's kind of an idea. It's an ethos. It's a vibe. It's a bro vibe. We're not pros. We're a bunch of blue-collar hobbyists out here who love musical instruments. We love electronic music, and we just like getting down with that Uli's bubble bath of sonic sound, okay? And the wonderful man, Hans Volt, who's one of the most creative AI artists of our generation, he's probably one of the greatest musicians I've ever heard. And when he combines his AI video quality with production, with his music, you get something very special. And this is by Hans Volt. This is called Battle for Bro Synth. It's pretty cool. Like I said, it's a piece of synth lore. There's no more battles going on. There's no more raging between the pro and the Bro Synth Network. That's kind of, you know, it's all in fun and culture now. But let's check it out. This is wonderful. This is by Hans Volt. So that's a very, 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 very cool video. All the music in that was made by Hans Volt. The AI video generation was made by Hans Volt. It's absolutely friggin' extraordinary. The dive into the water was amazing. And it's ridiculous times 1,000. So I threw Hans Volt's channel down in the chat. If you guys haven't subscribed to him, go check him out. Hans Volt. If you're gonna type it in YouTube, type Hans Volt as one word, it'll come up. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. The man's skill in video editing, video generation, and his music is top notch, some of the best I've ever heard. And this man is a complete legend. So also, if anybody out there needs something done, need video work done or something like that, man, this is the guy to go to. Hans Volt, complete friggin' legend. More talented than he could ever possibly realize. I'm so proud of the guy, man. Just from the day I met him till now, and seeing how dedicated he is to his craft, seeing how important and how every minute detail of everything he does is finely curated. He's a complete legend, and he's one of the greatest human beings I've ever met. I absolutely love him. No diddy, no homo, nothing like that. Just straight up bro to bro. And I'm very proud of the guy, man. Just in the little time I've known him, man, he's epic. All right, so that's Hans Volt's video. Totally friggin' awesome. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's crazy, and it's to be continued. And I think, like, when you're making music on YouTube, just posting a jam and a video is fine. That's a good way to start. But at some point, you got to start taking it to the next level, right? So if you're going to post a jam, this is YouTube. This is a video site. If you want to post your music, post it on Spotify. But if you're going to post a jam, you have to have eye candy. It's got to be visually pleasing. At the minimum, you have to have nice lighting, nice camera angles. You have to have the scene switching. But if you really want to take it to the next level, look what Hans Volt just did. Hans Volt's creating a whole story and a whole friggin' movie that he can, at the end of this, probably chop together and have a whole movie. It's going to be amazing. So I'm excited to see how it goes. What's up, Vic Vega? Absolute legend. He is epic. If you don't know Vic Vega, now you know, man. He's an absolute legend. Hans can't take compliments very well, but, you know, you got to be able to take a compliment, man. A real bro can take a compliment, okay? So, I just make music. I'm not an influencer. Yeah, good for you. But if you got, listen, I just make music. I'm not an influencer. If you got a YouTube channel, listen, I'm just going to talk to you straight. If you got a YouTube channel, there's only two reasons you have a YouTube channel. Because you want people to hear what you're doing. You want to have your voice heard. You want to show your art to the world, and you want to do something about it. So how are you going to do that? It's only going to go so far if you don't always think about recreating yourself, elevating the visual experience. If you're a great music artist, you're going to constantly be elevating the audio experience. But if you're on YouTube, this is a video platform. So if you're making videos of you jamming or making music, you have to elevate, you have to grow, you have to adapt, you have to constantly be doing things that make it better and more engaging and more visually appealing. And that's what you have to do, because if you're on YouTube to just put your music out there, it's not the platform for you. It just isn't. It's not a music platform. It's a video platform. So if you want to make music, you have to make music videos. And if you start making music videos with one camera pointed at you in a room, you better make your room look cool. The camera quality better be good. Your audio better be plugged into a friggin' mixer and interface so it comes out of the top quality and not potato like it's being recorded on an iPhone. You know? You can tell yourself all you want. Oh, I'm not doing it. Okay, fine. But you are, though. You're just being lazy. Because if you're putting your stuff on YouTube, you want people to see it. Don't get it twisted. It's not an egotistical thing to say. Anybody on YouTube wants people to see their stuff, or you wouldn't be on here. You wouldn't turn a camera on. So you do want people to see it. So don't be lazy and constantly elevate and recreate and adapt and make it better and better and better. And every time you watch it, tell yourself, is this something somebody would want to watch? What could I do to make this more watchable? What could I do to make this be something that someone doesn't listen to for a second and click away? What can I do? Just constantly adapt, grow, adapt, change, adapt, grow. That's just my opinion, but do what you want. Just make tracks, release for net labels. That's cool. I wasn't talking about use that airtone. You just spawned an idea in my head that I thought about, and I was thinking about that the other day because I got an idea that I'm working on, and it's kind of like the Synth Tang clan, like it's the Wu-Tang clan. I was talking to Twin Cities about it. I've been talking to the fellas, Echo Machines, talking to Trusto and them, Crazy Rabbit, Tactical MIDI, and everybody's got so much to offer, and everything's so kind of disjointed. It would be amazing to have everything in one kind of spot where you know, because everything gets lost in the YouTube algorithm and all that. So, but I just love, man. I just want to always. I'm trying, man. I'm just out here freaking riding by the seat of my pants, you know, on this train, trying to go till the wheels fall off. And I'm trying to always make stuff better. Sometimes it's worse. I'm trying to be as natural as possible while also being the most performative and the most, what's the word? I'm trying to be my most pure form of myself, whether it's ridiculous, whether it's edgy, whether it's funny, whether it's cringe, whether it's whatever. I'm just trying to be the most pure form of myself if I never cared what people thought about me. That's kind of what I'm doing with the show, you know? So I'm just trying to do my best, man. I'm trying to just be here, entertain you guys, have a good time with the community, just do my thing. And I'm trying to just get in here every day and beat the resistance. When I come home and I don't want to make a video, I go make a video. You know when I make a video the most? When I don't want to. When I go live the most is when I don't want to, okay? When I'm sitting on the couch and I'm doing something and I'm like, I'm consuming now. Go friggin' create, you lazy MFer. What are you doing just sitting on the couch? Go create something. Go do something. Stop being lazy, okay? That's when I make stuff the most. When I tell myself, stop being lazy. Go create something. Go do something. The more you don't want to do it, the more you should do it. You should start identifying that feeling. You should start like realizing when you get the feeling come over you, because it always happens like this. I should go fill in the blank, make a song, make a video, work out, fill in the blank. Whenever you should go do something that's going to make you feel better and be creative, it's not 2 seconds later that the friggin' devil on your shoulder or the internal demon or the resistance creeps in your ear and says, just sit here, man. Just go eat a croissant. Be lazy. You don't need to go do that right now. It's so much more comfortable here. You got to go in there and turn your gear on. You got to break out your painting easel. You got to friggin' open your book and, oh, the pen doesn't work. Oh my God, I got a MIDI sync issue. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Everything is going to stop you from doing it. If you can start identifying that feeling as soon as it pops in, you look at that feeling like it's another human in front of you telling you not to do it, and you say, go yourself, okay? I'm going to do it right now then. You're telling me not to do it? I'm going to go do it. Be a rebel against your shadow. Be the rebel against yourself. Look at yourself and say, man, I'm going and doing it right now. You're telling me I don't want to do it? I know I want to do it. I know when I'm done doing it, I'm going to feel better. I know it's a creative process that when I'm finished it, I'm going to be proud of it. So no, you're not telling me I'm not going to do it, but you got to say that to yourself. As soon as you realize it, your friggin' production level is going to skyrocket, because more times than not, you're going to hear that voice tell you not to do it. Just sit there like a friggin' slob. Sit there lazy. Don't do it. Just watch some more TV. Throw on a movie. Go to sleep. Have a nap. Eat a bag of Cheetos. And if you start recognizing that feeling as soon as it is, and then visualizing a human in front of you telling you not to do it, you look at them and say, you man, I'm going to do it right now. That's when I do it. That's when I make the most stuff. You think I want to do this morning? Really? I did want to do it. Bad. As soon as I woke up, I was like, I want to do it. Went downstairs, poured a coffee, sat down, threw on my synth sessional jacket, got all dripped out because I don't put this on for the show. I was just wearing this in the kitchen, chilling with the red light glasses on, okay? Looking fresh, looking fine. I had to knock the missus off. I was like, baby, let me finish my coffee first. All right, and then I was like, I should go do a video, go live, man. With just everyone's probably chilling out. I should go live. And then know what happened? The inner shadow, okay, Dark Samurai said, don't go live, man. Just sit there, drink that coffee, scroll on the internet, look at some Twitter, look at some YouTube, go investigate flat Earth, man. You got to prove to the people this thing is flat. And then I looked at myself. I always got a mirror. I got one of those circle mirrors everywhere in the house. So anywhere I could like sloth out, anywhere I could just slob out and sit down, there's a circle mirror. And when I think I should go do this, when I hear the voice say don't do it, I pick up the mirror, put it right in front of my face, and I say, you, I'm going and doing it right now. Maybe you should try that too. All right, let's check out Matrix Synth. So we got some cool videos. We got Halloween Synth 2025. All right. We got, let me jump on over to the production facility here. Mini Moog Halloween thing. Let's check this out. This is by Remco Rones. Pretty cool Halloween-inspired version. What movie is that from? Is that Halloween? Is that what it says? Halloween Synth. Yeah, it sounds like from that movie Halloween. A lot of Halloween soundtracks. Oh, Halloween was yesterday, man. I'm over it. All Hallows Synth. What's this? ARP 2500 sequential drum tracks. Let's check this out. See, I'm looking at this video. Let me get it on the big screen so you guys can see it properly. I'm over here on the big screen. Get out of here. Frig off. And this has got some VHS quality to it. So I like that. You know, look at, he's got the, what's this? The Roland SH5. And has he got a bunch of Roland SH5s? That's crazy. What does he got there? Let me read it. He's got the Roland System 100, SH5, ARP 2500, sequential drum tracks. Cool. That's very cool, man. I like I might pick up the Behringer MS5. I really, really like the Behringer MS5. Let's get past some Halloween stuff. Planter Systems Jam. What else we got? Nord organ. All playing, no talking. Oh, man, I love this thing. I friggin' love this. I want this organ so bad. So I went to the coffee shop yesterday. I was working. I started work at around 3 a.m. And then I took a little break at 6. No, 6. Yeah, it was 5:30 or 6. Went to the coffee shop. Rolled up to the bro. I was like, bro, can I get a large light roast black hot? And can you make it real hot? Because I don't like getting it warm. You know what I'm saying? I like it freaking burning hot. I like taking a sip of coffee and the first coffee burns my mouth. So I sip it and I'm like, ah. That's how I like my coffee. That's how I like my soup. Steaming hot, okay? Too hot to handle. Too cold to hold. So I asked the bro, I was like, dude, yeah, can I get the coffee? There was no one else in the shop. It was just me. I was looking around. I was like, what's going on? Walked over, sat on the stool. The missus rolls over. She's like, Elvis. Elvis. I'm looking around. I'm like, fuck, who's Elvis? Looking around. So I went over. I looked at the thing. I was like, this is mine. Looked at the thing. It was like, name Elvis. I was like, what? So I was like, whatever, man. Took the coffee, bailed out in the car. And I was like, man, why'd that dude write Elvis on there? And then I was talking to the fellas yesterday and I was telling them this story. And it came to me that my birthday is the same day as Elvis. So I was born on January 8th, okay? Elvis Presley was born on January 8th. So I don't know if this dude was some interdimensional friggin' mind-troner telepathically reading the fact that he knew my birthday or something, but he wrote Elvis on the thing. Of all the names he could have picked in the world, he picked Elvis. And I was born the same day as Elvis. Elvis was born January 8th, 1935. I was born January 8th, okay? And this is 2025. So what's that math? Can't do it, but seems pretty crazy to me. I was born the day Elvis was born. DJ Wojtek was born the day Elvis died. Echo was born the day Elvis lied. I hope I didn't grab Elvis's coffee. Now that I think about it, it didn't taste like the one I always get. There was no one else in the coffee shop, bro. It was 5:30 in the morning. It was just me, right? Oh yeah, you see his feet up top there with the friggin' slipper? Jervis paying attention. I don't know why I like this thing. I need an organ, and if I'm gonna get an organ, I'm getting it with all the damn drawbars, and I'm getting it with 2 double stacks like that. So I'm gonna get this organ someday. I don't know when, but I'm gonna get it. Let's keep rolling. What else we got? We got this cool little thing, the Moon 4-channel passive analog rhythmic instrument. Let's check this out by Landscape. Yeah, what's up with the feet picks, man? I don't know, man. Everyone keeps asking me for feet picks, especially Machines One. I don't know. He sends me an email like once a week, being like, bro, you got any feet picks? Then he sends another email and he goes, just joking. And I feel like he sends the email just joking. It's always like 3 minutes after the first email, just in case. I'm like, all right, I'll send him one. It's weird. Thing's all right. Weird. Looks cool. Very weird. Moon is a smaller 4-channel decadent of the Noon. Activate, modulate Moon using voltages, external sequencer, no power supply needed. Analog circuits powered by momentarily incoming gate, blah, 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 blah. Crazy. What do we got here? Oberheim, William Cass, OBX8. Nah, not a huge OBX8 fan, to be honest. Ooh, Mellotron 2025, first micro module. Let's hear it. This is on my list. I hope it's not potato audio. I hope it's high quality.
Hey everyone, welcome to my review video on the all-new for 2025
Oh, it's big.
Mellotron Micro Module. For those of you unfamiliar with this particular unit, this is just the latest addition to the Mellotron digital lineup. Think of this as a Mellotron Micro with the keyboard cut off. So obviously you'll have to use your own controller keyboard. There are some other key differences we'll get into in this review. I just want to state off before I start the review, this is in no way a comparison to the original Mellotron instrument with keys controlling tape samples.
Wait a minute. Twin Cities Oxygen. What's the issue? Dude, did you just read the title of the video and blow in? You had to roll on, dude. The issue is the issue.
At all. This is just basically comparing this to the Micro and perhaps the other digital instruments.
Yeah, let's hear it.
The other thing.
Hold on. I got to hear it, bro. Where are we? Hook it up. There we go. Please be good audio. Don't be potato. Don't be potato. Don't be potato.
Up here, this little MIDI hub thing is both powering up my USB-based MIDI keyboard. I'm sure a lot of people have a USB type keyboard nowadays, hooking up to iPhones and iPads and that kind of thing. And of course, it's also as this is in the high position. It just plays the taped samples back at normal speed.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now you know for putting that through some high quality audio. Appreciate it.
Speed, or if you put it at low, see the low light comes on, it plays it at the sample at half speed. So this is here is normal. You can go into the settings here. So instead of playing the tape samples at half speed, it would be a quarter speed, so even slower. Other than that, all the other functions are pretty much the same. Your volume.
Yeah, Carl Bedford, I agree, man. A full-size BeatStep Pro with Poly Aftertouch and an 8-track sequencer. I feel like that's a no-brainer for Arturia. I feel like that product, the BeatStep and the BeatStep Pro are so awesome. I got the BeatStep Pro and I love it. I don't have it hooked up right now, but if they could do what you're saying, man, that would knock it out of the park. That would be so amazing.
And your tone. You got your pitch here. So it's got an actual physical stop. You can feel it when it's at normal pitch. And then you can go down a total of 7 semitones. So that'd be 1, 2.
What's up, Synth Cat?
It's because there's like a attack time and the release time. So that might be something I'll look at. I think you can do it per sound. Yeah, of course, you have these interesting samples from the.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the Mellotron Micro. I want to get it. That's a good demo. Pretty cool. What else we got? Mannequin silhouette. Let's go to the next page. See if we can get something cool pulled up here before I got a dart. Halloween, a lot of Halloween. Okay, Moog Muse, John Carpenter style ambient pluck. Let's hear it. This is by Rick Marston. Got a Moog Muse? I thought Rick Marston was broke. That's why, oh, never mind. I thought he was broke, though. I mean, the Moog Muse has to probably be one of the greatest synthesizer releases in a long time. Haven't heard many issues at all. Any issues that happened, they got taken care of super quick. It's a monster machine. I'd love to have one. Echo's got one, and he loves the thing. I feel like Hans Volt should get the Moog Muse. I feel like if there's a synthesizer right now, Hans Volt should get it. Should be the Moog Muse or one of the Udo. The Udo Domino or Super Gemini. Myself, all I can do is this. Black and yellow. Jeremy Clark, let us know, man. How good is the Moog Muse? That's Rick Marson. Very cool. Let's skip ahead and see if we can hear some cool sounds. Damn, crazy stereo. I got the cans on and the stereo spread on that thing is nuts. All right, what else we got? Let's see. Synth Cushion. Okay. This is the Behringer Synth Cushion, man. And I think for a couple $100, this is, I'm going to get this one, I think, probably. Synth Cushion is legendary. I love those kind of sounds, right? Absolutely love them, man. You can't see it right now, but let me just show you. Over here. You can't see it, but... That is the... That's the Mantis through the modulation pedal. Turn the delay on.
When man had to make a choice. Sacrifice himself. Or sacrifice his habits.
Just a little jam there on the old Mantis, running through the modulation pedal and the modulation FS05 Flamma and the Boss DD200. So that's cool. I got the Osbot camera up here. If you don't know, man, you can pick these one up for super cheap. So this is the OBS bot camera. It's like 89 bucks. So you can track it. I got it right here. So if you just look, so I got a little control center. It's pretty easy to work too, man. It's like pretty much plug and play. I can like zoom. on tons of different stuff. Let's go this way. All right, so there's me coffee, my pad. I can zoom all the way over here. Let's see if I go over there. There's the mixer, there's the wave state, there's the monopoly, there's the op6, right? So we can do all that. Very cool. So yeah, if you want to elevate your camera game, pick up a friggin' OBS bot that's only 1080p. You can get the 480 or 4K one. I think it's like an extra $80 or something, but it's a cool little camera. I just got the camera. I got a Logitech Brio web camera right here, and I just got my iPhone here for the front shot, right? So I think that's cool. But anyways, I gotta go, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and take it easy. Enjoy your Saturday. Hope you got lots of fun stuff planned. And if you don't feel like creating anything, then just tell yourself don't be lazy and just go do it. All right, that's the show for today. Slow.